Okay, good evening, everybody. This is Big Bill coming to you live from Model Railroading Live, the #1 model railroading show in the world. Hopefully, we're live this time. I don't know if we are. We're going to see if I can try to connect here. Let's see. We had a little difficulty the last time, and trying to get it now. Be out there can tell us whether we're streaming live. Right now, I don't see anything on our Model Railroading Live page on the video on YouTube. Community, let's see. Model Railroading. Show chat and link. No, still not showing anything. Stuff like that. It's crazy, this technology, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think we are running live, John. Yeah, I don't think we are. Simply based on the fact that nothing's coming over the videos or absolutely. I mean, that's all you can do. What you can do is what you can do. I got it. I got it. Did you text? Does he see it? Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, well, in other news today, we have recently got some stuff from Plastruck, some sheets of brick styrene I'm going to be using on this building right here. Let me show you this building. It's a building. It's the, I don't want to break it. It's the Bush Terminal Building Company. It's building number 4. Got a soda machine. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got that brick put back here because this is just a backdrop building, but I got that brick and I cut it to size and it's going to go back here. So stuff like that. I still have some more stuff to do, but I wanted to show you guys out there. I don't know if you can see this brickwork, but this brickwork it's like it's all chipped. I did that by mistake. See that? If I bring it in closer, can you see it? Okay, that's all done by mistake. You want to know why that's done by mistake? I'm going to tell you why. Put this back. I'm going to put this back. That was all done by. Oh wait, here's the best part. Here, let me show you this head. See it up there? Yeah. Got my Coca-Cola machine in, the gate, the whole nine. The Clash is Clay versus Max. Somebody tried to break in. Brooklyn. What are you going to do? Anyway, that's all done by mistake. How it was done by mistake was when it came. It's a Walters kit. It's a commissary building. It came in this color, this plastic color. And in doing so, I didn't want it to be that color. So what I did was I spray painted it, rattle can. I put a white primer on it, flat white primer. And then what I did was I then took some, which I thought, was a different color. Thought it was a light blue. I had a different cap on it. When I started spraying it, turned out that it was red primer. So I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense because I'm back to the original of this. But I sprayed it over the white anyway, and I said, okay. Then I went and got the can of green uh, green camouflage paint by Rust-Oleum, lime battle type green. That's what this color is. Let me bring it out again. I sprayed it, and then what happened was, let's see, and then what happened was when I was spraying this green on the whole thing. You got to remember this whole thing was flat out on the what do you call it, on the board. I hadn't cut it up yet. It was just right out of the box of the model. So I started noticing that the spray paint, because I had all three layers of the spray paint were pooling, they were still wet and it was pooling in the corners and on the model. So I didn't want it to pool. So what I did was I took a terry cloth rag and I started blotting it. When I started blotting it, this is what happened. And I was like, wait a minute. That's an good effect. For building number 4. Look at that right there. I mean, I planned it, I couldn't even do better. Look at that on the bottom, base, everything. I'm a freaking genius. No, I'm not. This is by mistake. Absolutely done by mistake. So now I figured it out. So now when I got this didn't come with a back, so I went to Plastrux, and when you order online with Plastrux, they won't send anything unless you have a $25 minimum. So I had to get that. I bought this sheeting. I bought 2 bottles of Plastrux. I bought the Plastrux service platform kit. I got to make. But that's good. I mean, I enjoy this. This is fun to do. And then what I did on this one today, I had to assemble it. I mean, I had to cut it and extend it. Then I put some where I added I had to add about a 1/4 inch strip down, and then I put some Tamiya putty white on it. Very thin layer, so you won't see the line. And sanded it all down, and what did I do then? Oh yeah, then once it was all sanded and everything, then I was able to what do you call it? Take it outside and started spray painting it. But unfortunately, this is how my luck runs. It's a beautiful day today here in the neighborhood. Always a beautiful day in the neighborhood when you wake up, right? Especially when you wake up. So anyway, woke up in the morning, was great. No problemos. All right, so I waited to the afternoon. And then in the afternoon, what happened is it got blustery. This story's too long. I'm sorry. I'm just filling time because I love you guys. So I'm doing the thing. I'm going out there and I put it on my little box, and the wind blows the box over. So I go get my other table. I got a heavy duty. It was an old, somebody was throwing it out, lawn furniture stuff, and I use it as a painting table, spray painting table. I take that out, I put it there. Sure enough, stays right on. So I start spraying. Now it's starting to blow, right? So I'm trying to stay in downwind. I'm trying to stay away from the downwind of the spray, and I'm trying to spray up close. So I get the first 2 layers down, you know, the white and the red, and now I'm going to do the camouflage. Green, battle green. So I start putting it down, right? And I'm like, oh, this is working out so great, so great. So I go to blot it down, but this is a very, let me show you, because I had to cut. This is light plastic. You know, it looks brick, very light. So I start blotting it. Now, as I'm blotting it, obviously pulling this up, what do you think happens? Anybody, just shout it out. Anybody out there, just shout it out. What do you think happens? Well, what happens, I won't keep you in suspense. What happens is, as I blot it, I pick the plastic piece up, right? Because it's light. And what do you think happens? A gust of wind comes along. I'm sorry, boys. Gust of wind comes along and blows it right into the driveway. Face down on the wet side. Now, you know what that's like? That's like you thinking all day long how you're going to enjoy that favorite piece of pie that you know your wife saved for you. Kids wanted it. Your mother-in-law wanted it. But your wife said, no, this is for Dad, my husband. You have dinner. She puts a fresh pot of coffee on. And you're ready to put it, I've been looking forward to this. She makes that pie, takes that big chunk of that last piece of pie out, puts it on a paper plate. She actually warms it up for you. Puts a scoop of vanilla or whatever it is that you love so much on that. But because it's a paper plate, she brings it over with the cup of coffee. And because the paper plate ain't strong enough to hold that beautiful piece of pie, it falls off the plate and onto the floor. Right? You know where I'm coming from. Total disappointment. Well, that was the same thing that happened here. I'm thinking to myself, well, it's a good thing I got a second larger piece here. I can recut it, reshape it, put the 1/4-inch strip on it, glue it, put the Tamiya putty on it, and I'm good to go. Right? I go to pick it up, face down with the wet paint on the driveway. Wind comes in, blows it out of my hand. I'm telling you, boys, if I had no bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Seriously, I'd have no luck at all. So finally, I get it up. Oh, wait, we are live. I see myself on this now. Okay, let me finish the story. Okay, so I'm back. So I pick it up the third time. This time I get it, and I pull it out, and sure enough, I turn it over, thinking catastrophe. But you know what? Putting it on that rough gravel, on that blacktop, it only improved the distressed look of it. I finished blotting it out, and I couldn't believe how good it came out. So I immediately ran back into the driveway and put it down in the basement so that it would dry thoroughly, and tomorrow I'll have it put back on that building. Anyway, here we are now. Adrian Gaston says, learning from mistakes, good lesson. My man, Brian W., what's up, Brian? Eric Hall, IMMRO.com. This just popped up. Who is Big Bill talking to? Brian W. says, I guess it's us. Ralph Greenwood, hi, Bill. Is he talking to you? I'm talking to you, Eric Hall. We were supposed to have a guest tonight, but apparently something happened on his end, his technical end of it, and we had a little bit of a technical problem, so we were left, we just kind of winged it here right now. So you guys are on. That's good. This is where all the cool kids are hanging out, so that's good. So we got this going. I was just showing off a model that I was making. I guess this is the best part, because I guess maybe you guys you didn't see it, and now I can show it all over again, and stuff like that. And here I'm building this. Oh, I almost broke it. I hate when I pick it up with my Strong hands. This is the building I built. It's the commissary building from Walters. It's the Bush Terminal Building Company. This is building number 4. I've put it out there, and it's got the back. It has no backing to it because obviously it's a backdrop building. But I had purchased. But I was talking about, if you guys can notice, how I got this distressed look in the. I got this distressed look on it. It's a Coca-Cola machine. I built that all by myself. I did, really. There was a tree that fell down in the graveyard, and I cut a piece of it off, and I put it on a turn, and I whittled it all down until we got the shape of a Coca-Cola machine. If you guys believe that, I have this bridge in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn, for $100. I can get you the deed to that bridge. Eminem's in the house. Hey, Mark, what's up? Sparky 107, 107. Good day, model railroaders, as he says. Yeah, we were originally supposed to have a guest on our show, but apparently our guest has had some technical difficulty, and we unfortunately here at Model Railroad Live are sans no guest. So yours truly is filling time because we didn't want to deprive you of our good nature and our expertise on absolutely nothing because we don't know. What I know you could fit on the head of a pin, but in any case, I was just shooting the breeze here, and we were having a little bit of difficulty. Anybody got any questions for Big Bill? Anybody want to know anything about Big Bill? Because no one ever asked questions of me. So Adrian Gasson says, the show must go on. Ralph Goodwin Greenwood says, looks good. I was showing off for you guys that didn't. I should just leave it over here, I mean, this is why I'm a knucklehead. See, I'm putting it back on the layout when I should actually be keeping it here. This is building number 4 of the Bush Terminal. It's originally the commissary building on Walter's kit. I was explaining, look at the stress on that. Look at the stress. Look at the brick. Like it looks like it's, I tell you boys, and there's my Coca-Cola machine that I whittled out of the piece of wood that I found in the backyard here. Yeah. Hey, this is the Samurai, J-Cool Samurai. This is only my 3rd time being able to catch a live video, but I'm enjoying watching them. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome aboard, Samurai. Welcome to have you here. Yeah, so this is the part where I was explaining how I got this chip paint look on this this thing, and this all came about quite accidentally. I have a question from Sparky. How did you grow your channel? Is there a part 2 that sounds a little like part 1? No, Spark, there's only part 1 of how to grow your channel and how to make your channel bigger. And I don't know if you saw the video, but it's a 30. I'm sorry, guys. I bailed out because something fell off the thing here, off my count. No, it was a video that South Brooklyn Railroad put out. Me, and it basically it was a part 1 on how to build your channel and grow your channel. And basically, it's a 33-second video. You guys can go check it out. I am unashamedly plugging South Brooklyn Railroad, and you guys can go check it out. But basically, what it is if you want to build your layout, build your subs, and build subs, get subscriptions, and build. It's really easy. It's not rocket science, as I said in the video. It's not brain surgery. It's really common sense. Make good content and make good videos. If you make good content and you make good videos, people are going to come. They're going to be drawn to you. They're going to see you. Then you're going to get people to come. Simple, real simple. Oh, and hey, what's that? Hey, Frank Deloro. I'm sorry, Frankie. Frank Deloro. How can I grow my garden? Frank is in the steps of building a garden railroad. My man Frank. Me and Frank worked together in the Transit Authority. Yeah. What was I going to say? Hey, while I got you guys on the thing, I want to share something with you. I want to have a mini contest here right now. Show of hands. How many people want a mini contest? Show of hands. Come on. Don't be shy. No. Okay, here we go. 65 showing hands, John said. Here we go. Good. Here is the question. If you guys can answer this question, I have a little bit of a prize for you. What is the name of Boxcar Benny's YouTube channel? Boxcar Benny. What is the name of his YouTube channel? I'll let you guys mull that over as I explain this again. Now, see, I left it on the thing here. So now, check out that. That's all done by mistake. I did that by mistake. Eminem, Shane's Trains, and Eminem Rails, and Sparky, Creative Rails. You are absolutely correct, and here's your prize. Pencil and paper, please. Write this down. Lowercase letters, SBKRR. SBKRR. Since you three were the first to come up with it, but this is a 5% discount at Midwest Model Railroading Hobby Shop. It's a one-time use, meaning that you use it one time. So make sure if you're going to get something from Midwest Model Railroading Hobby Shop, that you make sure you get plenty of it. So you'd be able to take care of that 5% discount. But here's the good news. Everybody can use it that's listening tonight right now. SBKRR when you check out at Midwest Model Railroad Hobby Shop. Now, Midwest Model Railroad's Hobby Shop is not giving us anything here in MRL or to Big Bill. It's just that I will tell you that during the COVID-19 situation, that I ordered some stuff from Midwest from Steve Atwell on a Monday afternoon as at approximately 12:30. And I didn't think I was going to see it because every other model railroading internet site was not able to send stuff out quite fast enough. And so what they did on that Monday at 12:30 p.m. was I sent it in thinking it wasn't going to get out for a day or so. But I got an email at 1:30 saying that my order was shipped Monday afternoon. Wednesday morning, it arrived. And fully loaded, fully packed, professionally, and on time in 3 days. In less than two. Monday, I waited Tuesday. Wednesday morning, it was in my mailbox. And I ordered quite a bit of stuff. So I was so impressed with that. I called Steve up and I said, Steve, really seriously, brother, you got to help. You got to give me, I got to pass something along here because I got to help the brother out here. And he was like, sure. So he says, here's a 5% discount. Here's your code, SBKRR. So anybody out there listening, we'll put it in the link below. It's a one-time code use, so meaning that once you use it, you can't go back and use it again and again and again and again and again. But anyway, it's 5% off. Hey, that's better than a stick in the eye. That's all I can say. Let's see. I got an alarm here. Sparky, thanks, Bill. You're welcome, Sparky, Eminem, Mark. You're welcome. You were the first three to come up with it. That was good. But I give it to everybody because you know what? That's the kind of happy guy I am. Frank Deloro, and I thought my Saturday night was a bust. Wait, it's not Saturday night. You're right, Mom. Hello, Michael Lambertino. How are you, brother? Good evening to you. Haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Shane's Did you hear that? Shane's Twains. Yeah, Shane's Twains. I'm a knucklehead. Shane's Trains. He says he's had great results with Yankee Dabbler as well. 3 days delivered. I don't know why the big guys can't get it right. I don't know either, Shane. I don't know. Yeah, the SBKRR. That's the whole code. SBKRR. Yeah, SBK is South Brooklyn Railroad. the abbreviation of it, but SBK. Cool, Bill. Hey, what's up, guys? How are you doing tonight? We were supposed to, hey, this is MRL. This is the number one model railroading show in the world. And we are broadcasting live from the greatest city in the world, New York City. And we were supposed to have a guest on tonight, but apparently he's had technical difficulties. Our guest for tonight was James Adams, and he runs a company called railroadbackdrops.com. He makes backdrops. He's also the owner and operator of affordable model railroads, which he does. He designs and builds railroads. He was supposed to be. Hello, William A. How are you? Anybody get a chance, go over to William A.'s YouTube channel. It is William A. channel. He is presently building an N scale to his HO scale next door and putting it on wheels so it can fold up and put on the shelf and everything. But you guys go to check out William A's channel, and he's building an N scale layout. Let's see this. Shane's Twains. You're from Brooklyn? I thought you were from Jersey. No. Don't kill. No. I won't kill you. Just don't make that mistake again, Shane. Mark, if he still has the link, can be the guest again. All right, it's up to him. Mark, if you're willing to come in, come on in. Yeah, you're welcome, William. Wiki with the insanity, pretty clever too. Yes, it is. If you're talking about William A's thing, yes, it is. Yes, it is. As I said earlier, we were supposed to have a special guest on, James Adams of Railroad Backdrops, and he's the owner operator of that, and also the owner operator of Affordable Model Railroad, where he builds, designs them, and put them together for anybody who's willing to pay him to do that, which is really great. But he's also endeavored into railroad backdrops. You can find him on railroadbackdrops.com and see what he's all about. We're going to see if we can reschedule him to come on. In the meantime, we're just having ourselves an old party here. Let's see this. Wiki Insanity said, I watched The Lords of Flatbush last night. That's right. Sylvester Stallone was in that. I eat Avenue J. That's a famous line in that movie. Yeah. Sparky 107 wants to know, hey, Johnny, hope you're keeping well, sir. We all are. John is doing well. I think everybody outside of New York. And thank you, he says. He says thank you to you all for asking and inquire after him. Yeah, I think he's doing really well. Regularly, he sounds good. No more. He's just said no more body parts have been falling off, so he's got that thing under control. Yeah, they had a few other famous people in there too. Fonzie as well. That's right. Henry Winkler was in that. Perry something was in that. It's a good movie. It was filmed on a very tight budget, like no money whatsoever. But it's become a pretty good. I watched the Battle of the Bulge the other night. It's a great movie. Great movie. Love it. Love it. Well, where was I? Oh, I know where I was. I was over here and I was showing you this mistake I made. I was explaining. See all this? This came about. I bought this building. This is a commissary building. It came in a red plastic, right? And I wanted to make it a different color. So what I did was I took it out of the box and I put. Oh, see, look at this. Now we're getting into trivia. Frank DeLauro, my good friend Frankie Boy. Frankie Rice Balls. That's him. Frankie Rice Balls. Henry Winkler took the Sly Stallone character from Lords of the Rings. Lords of the Rings. Listen to me. Lords of Flatbush to become the Fonz. He's right. Anyway, back to my building. It's about me, Frank. All about me. Anyway, I went and bought this plastruck piece because I wanted to put it on the back of this building here and stuff. Because it's a front building. That's all. It's a backdrop building, so I'm going to put that wall there. But how I got that faded chipped look. Frank says I clean up well. Thank you, Frank. I do. I did shave. No, I didn't shave. I did trim my mustache and my nose hair. Yeah, I did. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the plastic piece here. I forget. So what is everybody doing? Michael Lambertino, haven't seen you in a while. Where you been? What you been up to? I hope you're all right. I hope everybody's all right in this COVID thing, 19 that we're going through. You know, it's a political fireball. Start a conversation. Everybody starts getting nuts about it. Let's not get nuts, man. Come on, life's too short. Let's keep it simple, man. Yeah, Michael Lambertino. Uh, Sparky, did you have your show tonight? Wondering. Michael Lambertino, he wants to know, Bill, do you plan to put signals on the layout? Mike, no. The short answer to that is no. I'm not. And the basic simple reason why is it's a point-to-point railroad and it's a heavy-duty switching layout. And I don't have a continuous running main line where it loops around the track, continuously. That was part of the design that I didn't want. I didn't want continuous running. Have nothing against it. I wanted to get into operations, and I made this more of a switching layout. My layout is based on the actual South Brooklyn Railroad that the New York City Transit Authority once had. It was their only moneymaker that they had, and they would switch between the docks downtown Brooklyn, in the Sunset Park area of Brooklyn. You can pull up the map and see Sunset Park area borders on the bay, the New York Harbor. So it's based on the Bush Terminal layout, Bush Terminal configuration. Bush Terminal was the guy who ran Bush Terminal or invented Bush. Excuse me. The guy who came up with Bush Terminal, his name was George Bush, and an actual ingenious idea for its time back in the day in the 1800s. He actually revolutionized railroading in New York City, in downtown New York, in the Sunset Park area, where he had major buildings, buildings where they were side by side, and train boxcars could be pushed in between. Two cars could be put in side by side. So this is basically born on the idea of the Bush Terminal system in Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Not exactly to, what do you call it? You know, like that, but based on that. So it's a lot of switching. So that was the long answer. The short answer is no signals will be giving, other maybe than in the yard, but even that, is gonna not really doing that. Kutropolis model railroading. So you're doing docks and water. Actually, no. On this layout, we're staying away from the docks and the waters only because it would have taken up a lot of room. The water and the dock would have taken up a great amount of the layout, and I didn't really want to get into doing that. South Brooklyn Railroad, what they would do, and Frank, if you're still listening, you can correct me on this because you were part of that as well. They would go from Third Avenue and they would go into down by the docks, and they would take off, cargo from the barges that came from New Jersey. and then they would take it off, and they would, switch out into the many different Bush Terminal buildings that were along. There were 4 or 6 of them. There were 6 buildings in each. If you ride along the Gowanus Canal, you can see the buildings lined up. One of the last building down towards where the new Home Depot is now a federal prison, and they converted it into a federal prison, and stuff like that. But the others have been converted into Bed Bath and Beyond, New York, all those fancy shops. They're revitalizing the Sunset Park area, but most of the track is still down there, and you can look it up on. I'm sure. Let me see something. Hold on. I think I got something here. So it always has been the South Brooklyn Railroad was always something that intrigued me when I worked for the Transit Authority. In order to work in order to work on that line, you had to have a single file digit number. Now everything in the Transit Authority is based on seniority. It's not based on. When you show up, you come, you do this. Yeah, here is the Brooklyn Terminal. Let me see if I can get this up and share this to you guys. Here we go. Share. Yeah, I personally don't have this in my collection. I wish I did, but this was founded in 1903, Bush Terminal Railroad, and that was what I worked for the subway system, the New York City Transit Authority subway system. Uh, you know, but that was the Bush Terminal logo. That's what they used, and stuff. So, but it was pretty cool. But like I said earlier, in order to work on that, you had to have a single file digit number, and the number one man that worked there was a guy named Pico. And I remember when I was a brand new motorman, just got my out of probation. Out of probation, I was told to go work there because the other motorman was had to go. Oh, here is one of the buildings. Let me share this with you guys. One of the motormen had to go and to a medical. Yeah, see, this is one of the buildings that this was taken back in 1912. This building still stands today. This building still stands today, and if you can see my cursor, this is 40th Street, right? This is 41st Street. This is a down block. This is a down block right here. This actually still exists today. This building is still standing today. And this is where the trains would come in. You can see that there's an opening here, and the train came in through here. Now, presently today, these top 3 floors house the the Brooklyn Nets. This is their training facility right here, these 3 floors. And on this first floor, right down here, is this big time, what do you call it? Big time fancy dress furniture shop. Let's see, Mike. Let's see. Michael Lambertino worked for the railroad. Also, I worked. Winkney Insanity said, my uncle Earl was an engineer from Milwaukee Road. That's cool. Michael Lambertino said, I'm a railroad engineer for the transit system in Philadelphia, 22 years. God bless you, Mike. God bless you. Still working, Mike? Frank Delorio, I worked it, took all the Staten Island trains from South Brooklyn to Coney Island Yard. That's right. Frank Delorio recently just retired a couple of months ago. He did 30 some plus years. Long days and long nights, Michael. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct, brother. Absolutely, by far, long days and a lot of sitting around. Hurry up and do nothing, right? Worked for SEPTA. Yeah. Yeah, you still there, Mike? How many years you there now? If you got 22, you still that's your 22nd year? Yeah. Yeah, well, Frank worked the work trains for many years. Well, not really. Frank came in at the end. Frank came in at the end. He regrets that he never, what do you call it? That he never took work trains earlier. Never. The Nearly Historical Railroad. Don G. Hello, all checking in. Good to see you, Don. Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. It is always good to see you. Here we go. Here we are. Where are we? Let's do this. Let's. Okay, who's that, everybody? Show of hands. Who's that? First one to say who they see on the screen. We got another prize. What is it? Uncle Bob. It ain't Uncle Bob. Come on. Who is this? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Anybody. 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 Who is this? Anybody. Just shout it out. Write it out. Write it out. Nobody. Thank you. It's Scott. Where's Scott? No, it's not Carrot Head. It's Scott. Where's Scott? How dare you guys say that? Come on, you know this. Scott, that's right. Cool Tropolis Model Railroading. It's Scott. I'm trying to find that, what do you call it? Um, and trying to find something that I had. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Now I can share it. Let's see. Taxes, peninsula. Oh no. No. I wanted to share with you guys. I can't seem to find it. I'll find it after I get off this thing. I know I will. It was a whole thing on the Bush terminal system and how it ran. Anyway, Frank worked for a while. He would transfer cars, but I was getting back to the earlier story. It was that you had to have a single digit file number. And I remember I went there because the guy had a medical, the other motorman. He was a number two guy. And I went to fill in. And when I got there, Pico said to me, I said to Pico, what do we do? I got there like at 8:30 in the morning. I said to the guy, what do we do? He says, we take a nap. I said, we take a nap. He goes, yeah, you take a nap. So he took a nap. I just walked around the yard and stuff like that. But here's a. And then about 10 o'clock, we had to make a move out to the what do you call it? Uh, to down to the docks, and he gave me a box of flares. Says, you know how to light these? I said, yeah. He said, just throw them out because the traffic was moving. So I was like, okay, and he opened the gate, and when we opened the gate, I started lighting flares and throwing them out there, and cars were whizzing by, and he took those old weights in the window. He took them, tied it around the horn, and let it hang down, and the horn just continuously blared. And we went across the Second Avenue like at 2 miles an hour. Cars were like zipping by us, and it was crazy. It was crazy, but it was fun. It was fun. This is one of the building. This is the what you see here is a highway, and that highway is the Gowanus Expressway, and it runs right through there. And these are the buildings I was talking about. These buildings are still in existence today. Uh, Along here, these is four buildings, building four, and as you can see, they go to the back, way deep in the back. And this was what was written on it. I had this reproduced in a decal, and I put it on one of the back sides of the buildings that I have presently. But this is the Gowanus Expressway, and it still runs adjacent to the Bush Terminal. But now all these buildings are thing. In fact, the Japanese company has put their logo on this side of the building like that. But that's what some of that stuff was, and that's what I modeled basically. And I'm trying to find that. I wish I could find it. Really, it's a thing on. Really, when you know you have it, but you can't find it, stuff like that. Just you got it, but you just can't seem to locate it. Anyway, getting back to where we were, what we weren't. So, Mike, you're still working as on the job. Now, you said you were a railroad. I'm sorry, Mike. You were a 23 years and 2 months, and that you work for SEPTA, and I'm trying to, sorry, you're a systems, your transit system, you're a railroad engineer, meaning you work on the trains, obviously, right? You operate the trains, if I'm correct. So imagine if Walters made that as a kid, it would be a mega warp. Oh, yes, so you do. So is what you operate considered heavy rail? Because here in the New York City Transit, the subway system, they consider that, in some other parts of transit, they consider that, what do they consider that? Light rail, Frank? They would consider that light rail? Yeah. Yeah, you did. That's cool, Mike. That's cool. We'll get together and what do I call it? And trade war stories with each other. Have a great time. Stuff. Well, usually it's 10:04. Look at this. We bore you with my silly stories. I hope that you were. Uh, Heavy rail commuter trains. Okay. So you work the daytime? You work the morning? You work daytime? So you have seniority, I would assume. 22 years, right? You get weekends off, Mike? Model Red Running Live. Did you model or are you familiar with the triangle shaped turnaround tracks in New York? I'm not sure if they are used anymore, but you can see them on Google Earth. No, they're not used here anymore because, well, in New York City, I don't know. I don't know that they are used anymore, Shane. I don't think they are because we don't have any trolley system here or the buses that used to be trolleys. They kind of tore up most of the trolley track. If you go down, if you ever get a chance to come to New York City, you would be basically, you would see there's still existing tracks in the street that they have kept. They haven't paved over. Um, uh, and stuff like that. So no, they don't have a turnaround track in New York. New York City subway system is what we have presently, uh, and stuff like that. Human City Junction. Did I miss the interview? You did. You did. You did. You missed the whole interview, bro. I checked in at 9 p.m., but I did not see you. Oh, we actually no. Heath, you didn't. Human City Junction, you did not miss the interview. The gentleman who was supposed to be on, he kind of he had technical difficulties. To to go along with it and keep the show going. And I was just here talking and shooting the breeze. But since you're in here, Human City Junction, we had a contest earlier, and I want you to be a part of the contest. So I want you to answer this question. If you answer this question correctly, okay, I will give you a prize. We gave it out earlier, so I didn't want not, and the rest of you guys that came in. If you can tell me, that goes for you too, Don G, as well. Anybody who came in late, I gave an earlier, what do we call it? Nobody cheat, nobody cheat, nobody give them the answer. Let's see, here you go. Here's the question. What is the color of George Washington's white horse? 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And City Junction 1, white. Michael Lambertino, white. The Neely Historical Railroad, white. You are absolutely correct, gentlemen. And because you had the correct answer, right, get a pencil and paper. Shane's train, blue. Well, Shane, there's always one in the crowd, Shane. There's always one. But this applies to everybody. But since you guys came in late, you didn't get a part of it. Write this down if you got a pen and paper. Lowercase letters, SBKRR. SB. S as in Stephen, B as in boy, K as in Kellogg's or keep, RR. SBKRR. That is a checkout code for Midwest Model Railroading Hobby Shop. It will give you a 5% discount. It's a one-time discount, meaning you can only use it one time, obviously, but it will give you a one-time discount on anything you buy or purchase at Midwest Model Railroading Shop, run by Steve Atwell and his dad. And you can use that code when you check out. So it's SBKRR, Midwest Model Railroad Hobby Shop. Okay, we'll put the link below afterwards. You can check it out. But it's Midwest Model Railroading Hobby Shop. It's MidwestModelRailroad.com. MidwestModelRailroad.com. Steve Atwell and his dad run it with a great host of other things. And the reason why I suggest them, basically because I ordered something during this COVID thing. I ordered it on a Monday and it came on Wednesday. And I was totally surprised. Everyone's having problems shipping. So he gave me this 5% discount, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So you guys, Wicker City, Big Bill, what is your name? Bill. Human City Junction, will you give us the key to growing your YouTube channel? Real easy. If you guys want to grow your YouTube channel and you want to get bigger subs and you want to get bigger audiences and you want to expand, this is real simple. It's not brain surgery, nor is it rocket science. You produce good content and you make good videos. That's it. Let's see, Neely Historical Railroad. Thanks, you're welcome. I like blue. Didn't that giant lumberjack have a blue ox? My kind of steer. You the man. Yeah, okay, so you get it. SBKRR, 5% off at MidwestModelRailroad.com. Go order. He's got really great prices. Really, really, really good prices. I'm telling you, go and check him out. Go check it out. And I'm not just saying that because I like the guy. I'm saying that, you know, because he does really good work, Steve. Steve got a really great channel. We should have him on pretty soon. Just in closing, humanity, the steer's name was Babe, he said. Human City Junction says, I need to put up another video, but I have been trying to get live streaming set up, but I have not been successful. Hey, welcome. Get a ticket and get online with the rest of us here. We had problems tonight. The gentleman we were supposed to have on was James Adams from railroadbackdrops.com. He was supposed to be on, but apparently something got messed up, and and it just didn't work. And we weren't on at all for quite a while. And then finally we went live instantaneously, and we grabbed a lot of you guys came in. And so we're just kind of shooting the breeze here, just talking. It's sort of like a prelude to Johnny's Train Talk Show, which, by the way, is tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can be a part of it as well if you want to join in, just like this. If your internet is good and you got a web camera, am I talking too fast? Let me know, because I'm from New York City and that's how we talk. Okay? You know what I'm saying, boys? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's see. Jeko Samurai. You know, when I say your name, I want to say it like this. Jeko Samurai says, I got some bridge abutments from them from my N scale during the whole crisis, and I was surprised how fast they ship. Thanks for the code. I just got to find something else now. You can find it. You'll get there. You know, Human City Junction says, Crawford, I have a good internet connection, but I'm getting a lot of drop frames. Yeah. MHO Junction, hey, Bill, hey, Lloyd, what's up? Human City, they saying hello, just got via watch Crawford, high time. Ralph Greenwood says hello to Andy Crawford. Just to give you guys a recap, tomorrow night, seriously, we are going to have big Johnny's Train Talk Show is going to be airing tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where Johnny has his Train Talk Show, and you guys can come in, be a part of this, as I am here right now on the internet. If you have a good web camera and an internet connection, you can do that. So you can pull up a chair, grab a soda out of the ice box, pop out a soda pop out of the ice box there, pull up a chair, and you can bring and brag if you want, show things you've been showing off that you built, and other things. You got any questions electronically, anything whatsoever? It's giving you a problem on your model railroad and you want to need a little help. We got a bunch of guys out there that know a lot. So they'll be more than happy to work with you. And on May 30th, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have the Fab Four. The Fab Four are going to come back on the building of the Railroad Empire. That would be Lloyd, that would be Andrew, that would be Tim, and that would be Robert. The Fab Four. These guys are doing really a great job on this series. This will be the third of 10-part series. And hopefully there's going to be a lot of offshoots of this coming in over the summertime to keep us all entertained. And they're going to be working on this Saturday night on May 30th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to be doing, the show is going to be on the sub roadbed, all types of it, like foam, homosote, cork. They're going to be talking a lot about that, and they're going to be doing it up. And that's all brought to you by Model Railroading Live, the #1 model railroading show in the world. Absolutely in the world, guaranteed. We're here, and it's all free. And you know, if it's free, it's for me. Oh, wait, yeah. Samurai says the pronunciation helped. Jigoku. But if you just want to say samurai, that's all right. No. I want to say, but I want to say it like a ninja. Jigoku samurai. How's that? If this is your first time here, I'm surprised you won't come back, as I am such a dutaru, as they say. Human Junction Emma, is the channel, or will the video be on your channel? Live and on Facebook and an MRA. Later on my channel. I don't know what you're talking about there. No, on Facebook, Andy Crawford. Fab Four, I'm definitely not getting a haircut before then. I have to try to live up to the Beatles. I don't know about wearing the narrow tie suits they wore on Carson. Ron Bryce, what's up, my brother? Ron Bryce is from down under in Australia. Don't worry about the world coming to an end, boys, because it's already tomorrow in Australia, right, Ron? Yep. And Jikyo Gu Samurai says, thumbs up. Frank DeLauro, what? Hi, Ron Bryce, Human City list. MHO. Bill, if you want to see my layout, watch. Okay, yeah, okay. Here we go. I'm plugging this now. For you guys out there who want to get a real close-up look at Lloyd Hinckley's, I hope I pronounced that last name right, and MHO Junction Railroad. Go if you want to see what his layout looks like. Watch NMRA-X at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday morning. Okay, this Saturday morning on NMRA/X. Lloyd, is that going to be on YouTube channel? On a YouTube or Facebook? Facebook. Yeah. So if you guys can get a chance, go check that out at the Facebook. Yeah, please do. Lloyd's doing some great work on his layout. And also on this, what do you call it? This channel. I keep plugging us because that's what I want you guys to do. That's how we build content. That's how we get you guys involved in this. Because Model Railroading Live that's what we're about. We're about involving you, and I hope we're doing a good job of it. At least a decent job of it. Anyway, we got a lot of guys that work really, really hard. Andy, Lloyd, Robert, Tim, Ralph Renzetti, John, myself. You know, they're putting a lot of, and Joe Desmond. Joe Desmond will be back. He just had a baby with this COVID-19 thing. It's all, we all were in this together. It's all nuts. Live on Facebook, and then it will later be broadcast on YouTube, which is really good. Really good. Good. And Ralph Renzetti, the Mudfather. How could I forget him? He's the and Miles Hale. I forgot him too. What a knucklehead! I'm talking too much, and I'm not paying attention to what I'm talking about. Yeah, but Ralph Renzetti, the Mudfather, by far, really great weathering techniques, really great information to give out. I can't say enough good things about Ralph. And Miles Hale, he's the professor. He's the go-to guy. Very easygoing. You can ask him anything, do anything. He just adds a lot to the show. And Andrew Crawford. Andrew Crawford is by far one of our most intellectual, most inquisitive, most deep diving thinker I have ever met when it comes to model railroading. He really puts it out there and excels in not only helping us with the IT thing, but also bringing information and new and great ideas to this channel. Let's see, Lloyd is our absolute go-to guy when he's putting it out there for Facebook. Very calm, very relaxing, laid back, which all of them are, but Lloyd especially. He's Canadian too, so it makes our channel, with Ralph and Lloyd, they're both Canadian, it makes our channel much nicer, because they're nice. Canadians are nice guys, so it takes the roughness off. But Lloyd, excellent to have on the team. Robert and Tim are new to the crew and bringing a bunch of ideas that are, like, as we say in my neighborhood, off the hook, and bringing it. Human City, who is the MRL odd couple? I have my theory, but what is yours? I think you should do an MRL odd couple show. I can tell you right off the bat, bro, who the MRL John, tell me if you think that Ralph and Andrew are not the odd couple. Come on. John's got. I can tell you right now who it is. It's Andrew and Ralph. Andrew, you put those two in, they can disagree about. They can give an aspirin a headache. What are you kidding me? Put those two in a room and they'll see the same thing. They'll come up. That's blue. It's black. No, it's blue. It's black. And they'll come back and they'll argue it till everybody's left. They'll suck the air out of the room. That's how good they are at arguing and debating. They're my good guys. They're my good friends. See, they're already starting. Human City Junction says, yeah, that was exactly my thought. Of course it was. Intellectual, Crawford says, not sure, but I do care a lot, as I do of all of us. That's why I love our team. How can you not succeed with so much love for it and effort? That's what it's about. You are intellectual. You're a good man, Andy. All of them are. Ralph, Miles, John, especially. I got to give it up to John. He's going to get all embarrassed. Good thing he's not on camera because he'll get red in the face. But I'll tell you, that man, John, he worked. Johnny Reb, he works really hard to put this show together, boys. You don't know what he goes through to get this thing. And plus, he's got an outside life that he's dealing with and he's working with. And things, right now in the last couple of months have been pretty tough for him. But he's hold his own and he comes through. I'm telling you, call Johnny up and he'll answer. And, he does it. But yeah, he's losing his hair over this. He does his thing, man. We do a lot of other guys and we do a lot of other things, but the guys that run this thing in the background here, Andy, Lloyd, Ralph, Miles, John, Lloyd, I said Lloyd, now Robin and Timothy. I'm telling you, and Joe Desmond, they put a lot of effort in. We got a lot of things going on that we want to share with you guys, and you know, we really do. And we put, and I am tapping myself on the back, not me, but this crew that I work with. Yeah, these guys, this formula that we have is a great bunch of guys. Do we all agree on everything? No, no, we don't. In fact, we've had animated arguments with some stuff, but that's the best of it because we can leave it here on the video chat and still call each other friend. And friend is a hard thing to come by these days in this time where everything is, quick and easy and throwaway. Throw away marriages, throw away friendships, throw away everything. But here we have a tight knit group, and all our endeavors are just to, produce good content, make good videos, and put it out there for you guys in the community to see that. And we all have a good time, as you can see. And we've all made some really good friends here, even if we've never met face to face, and we've seen each other in the virtual world of video and everything. But we've all been quite, and that's the funny thing. When we do finally meet each other, it's as though we've known each other for years and years and years. Hey, how you doing? We embrace. We give each other hugs and say, hey, long time no see. So, and with the rest of you guys out there that contribute to the model railroading, Nearly Historical Railroad, Human Cities, new to the modeling thing, Human City, Heath, Creative Rails, Ben, Wilma, Sparky, Vinny, all you guys out there, all contribute. And I'm sure you have a core group of guys that you definitely call hombre, brother, and that's good. But here at MRL, we enjoy each other and we work hard. We really do. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. You guys out there that do videos quite frequently, and then this stuff is hard to do. The live chats, the live shows, and we do mostly everything live. And we run into some hiccups a lot of times. But I tell you, these guys, they come through. And they all got lives of their own. They all got families of their own. And yet they still come through. So kudos, hats off to you guys out there, Andy, Lloyd, John, especially John, Ralph, Miles, Joe Desmond, the rest of you guys. I'm telling you, Robin and Tim, you guys are doing a really great job. Keep it up. And we're going to be doing that and keep you guys in the loop because that's what we want to do. We enjoy doing this. And if we didn't, we'd go off. We'd stop doing it. But anyway, with that said, I think, what time is it, John? It's 10:25. What time did we start this? Well, we started yesterday, right? Going what, 36 hours? These gentlemen out there, please forgive me if I rambled on too much, and I have a tendency to do that. My wife says that I can talk to a wooden Indian, and if you guys ever come to New York, sometimes I do. I'm a Christian. Sometimes I go out and I do evangelize, street preaching. You guys should come with me then. See real New York at its best. It's all good though. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, please apologize for my rambling. I didn't want to keep going, but we wanted to get this 69 minutes. Oh, yeah, we did. Samurai. That's good. Samurai, I'm glad you came along. I hope that you keep coming back. Hey, there's Wally from GFW Trains. Hello, Big Bill. Uh, how are you? Guys could go check this team out, GFW Trains. This is Wally and his son, George. They do a weekly, every day they do a live thing. Uh, M&M rails in a church and as well as a soapbox. Uh, and Yeah, these guys you should check out. GFW Trains, that's their YouTube channel. They do a live, and you guys got to check these guys out. And he's incorporated his wife and his daughter in this, and that's George and Wally, and his grandfather and George's father is definitely a big time. These guys do Lionel, O-Scale. So you guys can check their channel out. I wish we should do that one night. Let's see. Andy Crawford says, I'm always happy to see when Don drops a new one. He's on my short list of notifications. I'm subscribed to everyone in railroading I know of, but notifications are shared for a few. Yes, yes, yes. GFW Trains. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for the shout out. Say hello to George. Say hello to George. You got to see these guys. I'm telling you, these guys are so enthusiastic. The father and son. That's the second father and son that we had. The first was Don and his father John, and they were great. And now we've incorporated Scott and Jerry and the rest of those guys at New Historical Railroad. Go check New Historical Railroad out. You know, they're on Tuesday and Sunday now at 6 p.m. Central Time. Okay, because I guess things are starting to open up back in the Chicagoland, and Dad's probably gone back to work, which he probably hates. Wow, he probably hates that. 2 days a week now. They used to do it all the time. They used to do it 5 days a week. No, Heath, the Human Junction. I do not know the father son from Budget Railroad. I should get to know them. Yeah. This must be George talking. He says, "Yeah, Dad had to go back to the office." Oh, I'm telling you. Let's get another stimulus check out there. Come on, so Dad can stay home. Yeah, that was so much fun. 5 days a week. Yeah, they did a live thing in the afternoon, 5 days a week, and it was different every day. I'm telling you, it was great. You guys out there produce such good content. Nearly hysterical. Hysterical. It's historical. You know, I want to say this about Don and Nearly Historical Railroad. Nearly Historical Railroad, they produce such a great videos, Don does, and he puts such great content out. It's a little eclectic, meaning it's a little different. It's not your standard, but it's so well done and so well put together, and they have a beautiful, beautiful layout. But he's got a low subscription rate, and I don't understand this. I really don't. Nearly Historical Railroad. You guys got to check him out and get in. You know who another one is? I'm going to use this time. Human City Junction. He just came onto the scene. He lives up in Upper West Side of Manhattan, and he's got a little shelf thing going, a little T-track module thing going. But he produces some really good content. And you guys could go check him, Human City Junction. And you know who else? M&M Rails. M&M Rails. Mark. He has some of the best. He recently did a G.I. Joe thing that I thought was so good. It was so different and so unique. You guys should check out M&M Rails. Go Via is the other guy from Canada. Go Via. Go. I'm messing that up. Anyway, those guys. And Wilmer, Indian Head Valley Railroad, he does all the real heavy lifting for me because I get all my guests from his list that he does. Go Via or Go Home. Yes, they produce really good videos up there as well. So you guys could go check them out. There's such good content out of there, and such good videos, and such a wealth of information. And there's William A. and there's Freddie. Those are new guys, and they have 4x8s. We've had them on both as guests. Who else? Who else? Who else? Go ahead. I'll hold the fort down until you get back. Uh, Larry Puckett, yes, the DCC guy recently. Yes, Larry Puckett, the DCC guy. Very good. Very good. Very good guy. Well, let me just recap. We were originally supposed to have a guest on, James Adams. He's the owner, operator, and entrepreneur, great idea, of railroadbackdrops.com. And he was supposed to be on tonight. And apparently we got messed up with internet connections and everything. So we decided that we were going to just come on anyway. And James Adams has a company called railroadbackdrops.com. If you're interested in purchasing backdrops, you should go to his website. It's railroadbackdrops.com. Check it out. And stuff like that. James Adams also does a building. He's affordablemodelrailroads.com. He builds them and stuff like that. He builds them. He actually builds them. You pay him, he'll come and build it, design it too for you, track planning and everything. So he's pretty good. We're going to see if we can get him back on. We were supposed to have Rod Stewart on tonight, but because of time constraints, we couldn't get him in. So we apologize to Rod Stewart not having you on. Maybe next time we'll be able to do that. Also, we were supposed to have a little segment from the space station in NASA where they were going to still do that decoded change out on an N scale in space, zero gravity. But that doesn't seem, we can't seem to get a good connection. We had a bad connection tonight. So we're going to have to postpone that as well. I'm going to have to get in touch with my good friend Jaime down there in Florida to see what's going on with the link up. You figure they put a man on the moon, they can at least get a link up to the space station to do a N scale change out on the, what do you call it? Dakota. I think that would be interesting. Anyway, so here we are. We're at the end. We started late. We're finishing late. So I want to take this opportunity to thank all you guys. I hope I wasn't too blustery, too overdrawn, as my wife says, too long-winded, which I tend to be sometimes. So I do apologize at the end of this. If I was, please accept my apologies. It wasn't meant to be that way, but what can I tell you? I want to thank Mr. Samurai for being on tonight. Come back on that. Where are you from, Mr. Samurai? And what, are you in the States? Or are you outside of the States? It's always nice to have new people in the newly historical railroad. Thanks, Don, for coming by. George, thank you for stopping by. Say hello to your dad and your mom and your sister. She's very, very effervescent. What's that? Samurai's from Pennsylvania? Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you joined us there, Samurai. Come back again tomorrow night, May 28th, 9 p.m. Who's Johnny talking to? Johnny's Train Talk Show. Johnny's Train Talk Show. Saturday, 9 p.m. Railroad Empire with the Fab Four. Andy, Robert, Timothy, Lloyd, talking about sub-road beds. So, hey, we're going to end this now. I want to thank you again for being on. You guys out there, do me a favor, okay? Stay safe, be well, but most of all, please be blessed. Each day you wake up, each day you're able to hug your kids, kiss your wife, pet the dogs, is a good day. Another day, Another day, feet firmly planted on the ground, and you're alive to make decisions and to love your family. So keep doing it. Keep trucking. Keep fighting the good fight. You guys take care. God bless, and we'll see you guys on the radio. Bye-bye.